Again, who joined late. So, a very good evening to all of you, and a big thank you for joining this session on AWS certifications and benefits. So, let me tell you some facts about AWS certifications and some of the very important benefits of AWS certification in the industry. So, I'm going to tell you something more about it. So, let's discuss the agenda of today's session. I'm going to discuss what is cloud computing, just a primary session. I am not going to cover each and every details. So this session is not intended for cloud computing. If you want, then request me. Send a request to me. I will definitely have a session on cloud computing. So I will be next covering the AWS as a company, and I will be covering details of AWS certifications. Then I'll be talking about very important that you are interested in, that is benefits of AWS certifications. And next I'm going to tell you what are the exam details, what exams you need to pass. Then I will tell you my advice uh, about clearing the exam and how to clear the exam, what should be the strategy, what are the options available. Then these things I'm going to cover in this session today. So, hello all. If you don't know me, I am Ajitab Mahalkari. I'm academic associate, technical trainer, and also researcher. And I am AWS certified cloud practitioner. So I am eligible enough to tell you. And recently I have cleared the exam, so I can tell you the recent trends in the exam and all the things which what you should know about the exams. Right. So let me bring you further. You can also connect me on Facebook. You can connect to me in LinkedIn also. So let me bring you further. So first thing I would like to tell you what is cloud computing. Many of you might be knowing what is cloud computing. Let us define the cloud computing in very brief. I'll going to tell you the very brief things about the cloud computing technology and the scenario. So, cloud computing is on demand delivery of compute power, database storage, applications, and other IT resources through a cloud service platform via the internet with pay as you go pricing. There are several things, right? Let us understand what is on demand. On demand means whatever you demand, and whenever you demand, the resources will be available. And what do you mean by resources at the IT? Right, resources means you need to have processing power, you may need to have storage, you may need to have any other database services. So you have databases, you have applications and other IT resources and cloud services, and they are delivered to you as if your electricity in at your home. Right, whenever you want, electricity is available all the time. You need it, of course, but whatever you use, you have to pay that only. That is the key point in cloud computing. That's why the thing is written over there with pay as you go pricing. That is the key point in the cloud. Cloud computing resources are available to you, but whenever you want, and in what quantity you want, then you have to pay that much only. Right. So that is the key factor. Let me tell you more about the cloud computing, that is in the form of advantages of cloud that should be known to you, of course. Otherwise, no need to go for AWS certifications, because AWS certification is all about cloud computing. So, so let me tell you some of the advantages of cloud computing. First advantage is straight capital expenses for variable expenses. This means you don't have to pay for the devices, server, storage upfront. What you have to do is you can have a variable expense. That means in what quantity you want, in what time you want, that you can decide. So instead of spending a lot of money on servers, storage, and network devices, giving salary to IT administrators, you don't have to do that much. You can have a variable expense. That means whatever you want, wherever you want, whenever you want. That means the variable expense. The next benefit is all about the massive economics of scale. That is very, very important, because whenever we talk about the IT infrastructure which need to be managed at the company or company premises, that costs you a lot. That means you need to buy servers, you need to buy other hardwares, you need to buy storage, you need to maintain it, you need to maintain the security of data center, you need to do everything. You need to hire IT administrators for that. And even if the resources are limited, so if you use cloud computing, then there is a lot of advantage on economies of scales, right? So next advantage is eliminate the guessing on your capacity need. That is very, very important. Even if you establish a data center in your company or in your institutions, right, then you need to manage it, you need to maintain the capacity needs. That means if you establish a data center in this year, so maybe after 2020, right? So after 2 years you may need more capacity than the you described this year. So you can't guess about the capacity. So cloud computing is all about leave your capacity needs to the cloud service provider. So whatever you want, just do it. Your capacity needs will be handled by cloud provider. So that is another advantage of, because businesses are growing, at a rapid stage. So you can't, have a data center which can which can provide you a limited capacity. So next thing is increased speed and agility. Agility is all about the flexibility. That means whenever you want cloud resources, you can have it from cloud service provider as on the clicks of your mouse, and you can increase your business speed, right? Agility is about the flexibility to do the things rapidly. You can scale up the resources, and you can scale down the resources whenever they are not in use. So you have to pay for that much that you have already used. The next thing, stop spending money to run and maintain the data centers. So you don't need to maintain the data center because you have deployed your application and data on the third party cloud provider. So you may use that service, so you don't have to spend a lot of money to maintain a data center. You don't need to do anything itself, right? If your application and data has been deployed on cloud. And next thing is go global in minutes. That's about the reach of the public or the customers. Whenever you talk about business, it may be your national business, it may be your international business. So if you want to expand the reach of your application and storage to the global level, to the world level, you may use the cloud capacity. Right. So it's about the AWS. AWS is spread across the 156 countries, right? And with lots of regions, right? You will be getting the details in the course curriculum of the certification. So let me tell you more about AWS services, right? Let's quickly move towards the certification. There are lots of things to tell you. So, what is AWS? AWS is Amazon Web Services, a subsidiary of Amazon. Amazon deals with many things, but this is one of the subsidiary of, or you may call it a sister concern of Amazon, that provides a cloud platform, a secured cloud platform with more than 165 different services that includes the solutions for. There are a lot of solutions available. I mean, at the organization level or at the individual level, there are n number of services which are available at the catalog of Amazon Web Services, that are kind of compute services, that are storage services. Compute means the processing power. Let's just not confuse with the terminology. Compute means the processing power of the compute power of the things. The next is storage. Then storage means you need to store something. You may be requiring a storage capacity to store some of your very important files, to have a backup, right? Then databases, you may be deploying a databases on the cloud provider. Migration services, there are media services, there are analytics services, there are there are there are analytics services, there are So I hope I am audible again. I'm extremely sorry for this outage. I don't know what happened. AWS Cloud. Jokes apart. So let me bring you forward. So I was telling you about Amazon Web Services. So there's a huge catalog of services in Amazon that can serve any of the business and its requirements better. So let me tell you the market share of Amazon or AWS. There are n number of players in cloud computing, right? So they are sharing the cloud market. And Amazon is having the 33% of the share in cloud market. You will be amazed to know that. There are other players like Microsoft Azure, there are Google Cloud, there are n number of cloud providers. Salesforce is there, but only 3%. The data is recent, the quarter 4 of 2019. So you can see the total revenue generated by cloud infrastructure is $96 billion, and out of which Amazon Web Services is, sharing 33% of the things. So this is huge. So now you can understand how the Amazon Web Services are popular among the businesses. Many of the business. I can't tell you even names of the business. There are so many, right? So this slide or this data can motivate you how AWS is, recovering or covering the market of cloud, right? So let me bring you forward. So we are going close to AWS certifications. Before that, I would like to start with a quote that a lack of skilled talent is one of the most common obstacle to adoption of cloud services. This code is given by one of the prestigious stakeholders in the industry. So this is very true. That means many of the organization want to deploy their services or want to have the services from the cloud service provider, but because of lack of skills or lack of skilled manpower, they can't go for it. So AWS certifications playing key role in that. I mean, if you are skilled enough, so you will definitely find your place in the market. I can show you that. So let us understand what is AWS certifications, right? So certification you already know, right? But what's so special about AWS certification? So let me tell you that AWS certification validates the cloud expertise to help the professionals to highlight in demand skills. You already understood, because of previous slides, the cloud is huge. The cloud is having huge demand, huge market. So, if you have cloud expertise and you can validate those expertise through a certificate, then AWS can help you out, right? So, this is AWS certification. AWS certification transforms your knowledge on the technology into an industry recognized credentials, right? If you don't know about the credentials, then let me tell you what is credential. Credentials are proven skills of you, right? If you have skills, then you can tell someone through mouth. But if you have something like certification, then they are proven skills, right? So that means you have gone through several stages of evaluation and the study, right? After that you have that certification. That really important. So that really mean by a credential, right? So AWS certification describes the candidate's technical skills. Of course, it's about skills only, right? But AWS certification describes this well. I mean to say that if you have AWS certified solution architect associate, that means you have an experience of solution architecting at the associate level. If you have the certification at the professional level, that means you have professional level skills. So it describes your skills well, right? Then there are so many role-based certification in AWS. I will be telling you in coming slides what are the roles, right, in certification. The roles are commonly known as practitioner roles, architect role, developer role, and operations roles. And there are some specialized classification in certifications. Right, I will be telling you in coming slides. So let me show you the next slide. So this is the certification learning path. I was about to tell you that what is the role based certification model of AWS. This can give you the idea about a role based certification model, and this is also the exact learning path of AWS certifications, right? So let me explain to you what is this. You can see the first level is foundational level, in which you have cloud practitioner certification. Then you have associate level certification, that is developer, solution architect, and sysoft admins, right? Then you have next professional level certification, and you have some specialty certifications that is on machine learning, big data, security, advanced networking. So this is the whole learning path. If you want to get associate level certification, so you have to clear the foundational level certification. I will be telling you in more details in coming slides, but this will give you an idea what is the path of the learning in AWS era. So this is how we can go through the certification. That means you can opt for foundational level certification, then you can go for associate level, then you should opt for professional level if you want, then you can go for specialty. See, I am explaining these concepts assuming that there are some students who are currently pursuing their UG degree. There are some professionals or some professional with 1 to 3 years of experience who want to give the direction to their career, or they want to get the good appraisals. And next thing, let me tell you about the certification. As I've already told you, there are roles of certifications. So this is the ecosystem provided by AWS. This is also available at the official website of AWS certification. You can also refer it. I have just little modified it uh, to tell you more about these certifications. So, as I have already told you, there are role based certifications. So, this is the foundational level certification. If you can see it, the bottom one, that is cloud practitioner. Right. This is the fundamental level of certification. You should know about AWS, their services. And this is not easy, my dear friend. This is not easy. Right. I will be telling you what are the difficulty levels of certification. Then associate level certifications are the associates in architecting, operations, developers. And these are the different roles. Then you have professional level certifications. And as I have already told you in previous slides, that we have some specialty certifications in AWS. These are next level certifications. These are not so easy. These are the things we should think about after getting the professional certifications, right? So this is the ecosystem about the AWS certifications. So there are total 12 number of certifications in AWS which can be opted for, but the hierarchy is same. Let me tell you the previous slide. Hierarchy is foundational level, then next is associate level, then you have to go through the professional level, then specialty level. So these are the names of certifications, right? You can see the names. This is cloud practitioner, this is solution architect, AWS certified. Let me tell you the fact about AWS solution architect, AWS certified solution architect. This is the most popular certification in AWS and also in industry. I will be telling some facts about the certifications in coming slides. But here are the some names. AWS certified solution architect, AWS certified DevOps engineer. Then there are some special certificates. So you can see the category. There are foundation level certificates, there are associate level certificates, then they have professional level certificates, then they have some specialty specific domain certifications, right? So let me bring you more about the benefits that you are interested in. Why should I do it, right? That is the question behind it. What are the benefits of acquiring AWS? Of course, there are basic uh, benefits of AWS certification, as all the certifications have that credentials, right? You will be stand a part of the crowd, right? You have the proven skills. But let me tell you some more details about the benefits of AWS certifications. So let us list down the certifications, right? So the first one is improve skills. So having an AWS certification helps you to improve your skill set. Of course, you will be learning a new skill of AWS certification, right? Then credentials. Credentials, I have already told you what are credentials. Having a certificate will not only increase your knowledge about the services, but also increase your credibility. That means you have the proven skills. You can show someone that I have these skills with a confidence, right? And of course, acquiring credential will open lots of opportunities as far as your jobs are concerned, right? Then, of course, need of skilled people. We want skilled people. All businesses want skilled people, right? If AWS is of 33% of cloud market, so every business who have already adopted the AWS or looking forward to adopt AWS certification, so they will need skilled people. They will need skilled people. And if you have certification in AWS, then you will be stand a part of the crowd, right? You will be specially recognized as proved skills, right? So let us go for some more benefits of AWS certifications. Next thing is, you will be in demand in market. Of course, if AWS is in market, then AWS certified fellows will be in demand. Of course, with AWS being the most highly rated certification nowadays, I will be telling you more about this. What is highly rated certification in coming slides. Having AWS certification will give you a lot of demand in IT market. Of course, AWS is popular, so certified AWS fellows will be popular or in demand. Help you get a job, of course. See, I am telling you this concerning that if you are a fresher, then you will be getting your first job very easy. And if you're a professional having experience of 1 to 5 years, so acquiring AWS certification will give another direction to your career, right? You can opt for any other career. You can switch over to companies. You can change your career direction. You can do any number of things. And let me tell you, it will fetch you a lot of job opportunities, right? The next thing, help you get a new level of expertise. Of course, new skills are really important. You need to be updated. So if you don't have that skills, even if you're working in IT industry, then if you want to acquire technological advancements, so you can go for AWS certification. That will give you the next level, right? You can use it in your career path. There are a couple of benefits more. There is higher pay. That is very important. This I can I can tell you that AWS certifications are highly paid, highly paid. I will tell you more about this in coming slides. So if you have that AWS skills, AWS certification skills, so it will not be a guarantee, right, of higher pay, but there are, you know plenty of chances to get paid higher side. So AWS certifications can help you out with the uh, higher economics of scales, right? And helps you to build the new business. This I am telling you in the view of employers, right? Employers or business holders, right? The stakeholders who are running businesses, they also want agility, they also want flexibility. So they need to move to cloud for their applications, for databases and other things, right? So they want some skilled people, s- so that they can be the infrastructure can be managed, and they can get more business out of it. That means if you have AWS certified employees or IT engineers in your organization, you can think about the business more, and you can increase the agility at the same time, right? There are huge benefits in terms of networking. This is one of the hidden benefits of AWS certification that you can leverage after getting the AWS certification, right? I am mentioning it because I am leveraging this certification benefit after my clearance, right? So after, if you pass or if you clear the AWS certificate exam, if you get the certificate, then you can connect to the huge developer community that is called as AWS partner network, which can help you in further process, right? Which can help you in training subsidiaries, right? AWS usage credits, market support. And you can think about it, if you are in a project and you stuck somewhere else and you want some help, so there is a network of AWS practitioners who can help you out. So after getting the certification, you can connect to them, you can ask the queries, you can get advice from the your advice from the other fellows from AWS. So this is hidden benefit of AWS. So now you can understand there are a lot of benefits. If you are a fresher, then if you got a certification, then you have ample opportunities in AWS. You will be quickly hired, you get higher pay. If you are if you have just joined the company, then it can give you another direction. So there are n number of things which can be benefit for someone. So there are n number of things in cloud or AWS certification. Let me tell you more about it. Still confused or still question in mind, why should I do this? And why should I opt for AWS certification? Even if there are a lot of benefits. So, okay, don't do it, right? So, well, it's okay, just don't do it. And just ignore these facts, which I'm going to tell you in the next slide. So, you can ignore these facts, well, it's okay. So, these are some of the facts about AWS certifications. First one, it is by Forbes. So Forbes is telling us 15 top paying IT certifications 2019. So AWS certification is among the top 15 paying IT certifications in 2019. It is by Forbes. Then a salary survey was given, right? AWS certified solution architect associate ranked one, the first one by Certification Magazine, right? And it is about the salary. And if you can see at the right side of the screen, then there is another fact about AWS certified solution architect associate level certification. That is, it is first the most popular IT certification of 2019. So it is the first associate level certification, and which is most popular in IT by global knowledge, right? The next fact is the future is now with AWS certification. It is by global knowledge, right? These are recent facts. This is not bluffs, right? Then InfoWorld is telling us three killer cloud skills that will get you hired today, and one of them is AWS, basically, right? AWS certification types with the most street cred, right, is by Tech Target. SMEs, that is subject matter experts, must deal with the global digital skill gap by 2020. It is by Business Cloud. That means there is a lack of skilled manpower or subject matter experts. And through AWS certification, you can prove yourself as a SME, that is subject matter expert. Let's say you got a professional level AWS solution architect certification. That means you have the proven skills to architect someone's solution for the cloud or for the AWS. So these are the facts about AWS certification, and there's a huge motivation towards doing this AWS certification. Right. So let me tell you about once again AWS Certified Solution Architect Associate Level Certification is most popular IT certification in 2019, and it is recent one, not old one. So these are the enough facts about AWS certification, right? So now, if you feel that I should get it, right, it will be a boost to my career, then there's a way how to do that. So let me tell you how to get AWS certification. These are my opinions. You may be differing with that. You may have another solution. So it's not so easy, right, to get AWS certification. You need to clear the exam. And I have recent experience with the exam. It is not very easy. It is not cupcake. It is not cakewalk, right? You need to prepare hard for the exam. And I will be telling you about the cost of exam. That will tell you the cost is huge. So you need to get assured that I am prepared enough to appear in the exam. Then only appear, right? Otherwise, it will be very dangerous. I will be telling you more facts about the exam in coming slides. So, I will be telling you about certification exam. It is difficult. I know it is difficult, but it's not impossible. Everyone is doing, right? Many of you may be wishing to do that. So it's not impossible. I mean, dedication is required, but if you want benefits, so it's you need to pay dedication, right? So if you want to leverage the benefits of AWS certification, and to get the AWS certification, you need to clear the exams. I will be more telling you about the exams in this slide. So the common format of AWS certification exams is multiple choice and multiple answer. This is something strange, right? Multiple choice, you already know. There's a question and there are multiple options. Some of the options will be correct. But in AWS exams, and commonly for all the exams, I'm telling you, there is a strategy that among all four options, it may be there that two options out of four may be correct. So you need to mark more correct answers than single one, right? It is very easy to choose one from four, right? But it is difficult to choose which two are correct. So this is the difficulty level I was telling about. And languages exam is available in English, Korean, Japanese. Let's not discuss about this. I mean to say that you will definitely opt for English if you opt for the exam. Exam delivery method. This is very, very important. There are two ways to take this exam. One way is online proctored exam or testing centers. So because of COVID-19 outreach, these testing centers are not open. Might be in future they will be resumed soon. But if you talk about online proctored exam, there is a difficulty level. That means there will be someone from AWS or some other vendor like Pearson or PSI will be watching you through your exam, right? You can take this exam from your homes, but there will be someone who is watching you. So it's not so easy, right? It's not so easy to handle these things online proctor exam, but this is the requirement of AWS certification. By practicing, you can get rid of all these things. These are difficulty levels, but this is not, that doesn't mean that you cannot clear AWS certifications, right? So let me tell you more about the AWS certification exams. There are many exams as per the certification level. That is, first one is AWS cloud practitioner exam. Right, it will be of 90 minutes, and please see the cost of the certification. It is $100, right? It is not less. In Indian rupees, it will be 7,500 approximately. So huge cost is involved. But at the same time, if you are investing something on yourself, it will give you advantage in future, right? As I have already told you, if you want to get something, you need to invest something, right? So you can see the exam level. The next, if you talk about the certified solution architect associate level, it is 130 minutes, and the cost is $150. But let me tell you the best part. If you clear the cloud practitioner exam, right, then you will get a discount coupon of 50%. That means if you clear cloud practitioner exam, you will get 50% discount on this certified solution architect associate exam. That is really genuinely rewarding, right? Means that if you have certified, if you are certified, then next level will be 50% cut off for you, and if you are not, then you will be charged full. And there is something called AWS Academy, right? These are the tie-ups between AWS Academy and your institutions, preferably education institutions, right? They can also leverage the 50% discount on the cost of the certification. So you may ask your faculties or authorities that if they have Amazon Academy in their institutions, they can provide you 50% discount coupon on any of the exams. But I will be telling you more about this. But let me remind you this: the certification exams need to be cleared in this order only. As I have already mentioned, there are role based certifications. So you need to pass this exam in this order itself. And if you can see the specialty level certification, even the AWS certified DevOps engineer professional level certification is of $300. It's a huge amount, right? So I mean to tell you that the amount is huge, I understand, but if you are prepared enough, then only you should opt for the certification exam. You need to book a slot for that. And that is only my advice is basically, if you are not prepared and prepared enough, then don't opt or don't take the AWS exam. Otherwise it will be burning hands, right? You may lose. Let me tell you a very very important fact about exams of AWS: there is no retakes. Let me repeat it: there is no retakes of AWS exams. That means if you could not clear the AWS exam in one go, you have to again pay the whole fee of certification. Then only you can appear in the exam again. So if you let's say if you are going for certified cloud practitioner and you're not prepared enough, you're not prepared yourself to take this exam, and you have paid for $100 and you failed, unfortunately you will not be allowed to retake the exam. You have to pay the whole fees, that is $100 again, and then you need to appear for the exam again. So this is very very important concept. But see, if you want something valuable, you need to invest. Investment means you need to prepare hard, you need to invest time, you need to invest your dedication, then you can clear, right? And if you clear, then think about the benefits and advantages that you can have after clearing these certifications. So it's not about fearing off the certifications and certification exams. There are methods you can prepare hard, right? Now, when if you are convinced with the things, let me tell you something about exam preparation, right? This is my model of study in AWS certifications. So let me share it with you. It's a cyclic process. As I have already experienced, it is a cyclic process. So first process is you need to get the details about AWS certification services. Sorry, pardon me. AWS services you need to get the details about, right? Then next you need to get the functionalities of AWS services, dependencies, what are the best practices, what are the pricing models, and more details, some more details, right? Then you can have a deep study or deep thought of the AWS services. Yeah, you should offer hands-on labs, which is available. Sorry. Then you should practice for the exams or questions, right? This is a cyclic process. Then after practicing exams or questions, again add on some more services and some more details to it. Then again you go for deep study of AWS services and do some hands-on on labs, and again do the practice of exam. Then this cycle will give you a confidence, and in the middle of cycle, if you have a proper training and guidance of someone who is already experienced, it will give you a right direction. See, this process or this cycle seems to be a lot of time consuming. That means there are lots of services. You need to get details of each and everything. You need to have the best practices, what are the pricing models of the services. Then you need to go for deep study. Then you need to practice the exams. So this cycle will require a lot of time to do that. But let me tell you clearly, if you have proper training and guidance from someone, then you can do it in shorter period of time. Why? Because let me tell you that, because the experienced person or someone who is giving you training or guidance will tell you how much, in what details you need to study the services for particular certification, right? So you need to stop your study up to that. That means, and of course it will provide you some hands-on experience. It will provide you some guidance on the labs, and of course it will force you, or the trainer or the guidance provider will tell you how to practice the exam, as they have already experienced. So this is my model. You may offer different models available, but the fact that I want to tell you is the exams are not easy, but they're not impossible, right? With proper preparation, with proper guidance, with proper practice, you can easily clear the AWS certification exams, and you can get the AWS certification and also the digital badges, which are valuable in company, right? You can share your credentials on the professional level networks like LinkedIn or someone, so someone can see that you have professional skills, you have proven skills. So this was my guidance towards AWS certification, and we have 5 more minutes or 10 more minutes to go. You can throw some of the questions. I can definitely answer those questions. So open to you for the questions. So I have one of the questions from Aman. Sir, what is the difference between storage and database? Both are used for storing purpose. So there's a basic difference between that. If you talk about the storage, you may store files and all. You may store files, you may store your applications, you may store any other things. If you That is non-structured data. And if you talk about databases, then databases is more about the structured data, tables and relations about. So that is the difference, right, between storage and the databases. So I welcome more questions if you have. If you don't have questions right now, then you can also connect to me. We don't have questions right now. So it's okay. If you want, you can also ask me on the WhatsApp group. I will be, more than happy to answer all your queries that I could not took on the webinar level. I want to thank all the participants. A big thank you for investing your time and believing on me that I can uh, provide some value addition to your knowledge, and mm, and I hope you enjoyed the session. And if you have some queries or some other uh, inquiries, then you can connect me on Facebook. You can also connect me on LinkedIn. That is my WhatsApp number. You can also mail me, and I have a couple of things to share, but due to time limits and all, I could not share with you. But if you have any of the queries, then you can always connect to me on any of the mediums mentioned on the PPT. And I want to tell you that AWS certification is a must nowadays. If you want to pursue a good career in IT, then AWS certification will be a ladder of success to you. So my best wishes to you for preparation, and any of the query, if I can solve, then I will be more than happy. So please connect me on any of the medium you wish to. And I would like to thank again for believing me and spending some time with me. Thank you so much.